how do you cash in your AI dividends? Let me explain what I mean by AI dividends. So, about 100 years ago or so, John Maynard Keynes predicted that roughly by now, 2030 I think it was, that we would be working on average 15 hours a week. That technology would become so advanced that by roughly around now, we wouldn't have to work so much. And we could take that time back to go and do creative stuff. Work would happen, we would do some of it, but we wouldn't do all of it. Great. But the reality is, when I look around to my colleagues, to my peers, friends, family, I see people working harder, I see people working longer, I see this kind of grind, hustle mentality just growing. And people are getting more stressed, more burned out, they're socializing less, they're isolated more. And the pandemic was the promise of the Great Reset. And after that, hybrid work was the great promise of life-work balance, utopia. I don't see that. And then AI lands on us. Maybe this is it. Maybe this AI is here before it kills us. Maybe this AI is here to do what that prediction suggested. Maybe it's going to take away our work so we can go and do more stuff elsewhere, away from work. But I think this puts us at a fork in the road, a crossroads, if you like. And that crossroads is, do you go left and think about, oh, actually, I've got this AI thing, and now I can clone myself. I can do more than before, and I can be busier than ever. I can 10 times my productivity, and I can grow, and keep really going with this sort of grind and churn and hustle. And I see that with some people. I was talking to somebody recently who was saying to me, I'm using AI so much in everything I do. I've got 5 or 6 chats going on at once. I've got a couple of AI agents doing stuff in the background. I'm like, so how's it going then? And they said, I'm exhausted because it's giving me so much work to do. Never mind me giving it so much work to do. So, okay, fine. So you're using AI to be more productive. You're aware that it's not sustainable. That's a worry, but maybe that's a conversation for another time. But you're using AI intentionally to do more, be more in that sense. But then you've got the other side, you've got the other fork in the road, the other direction in that crossroads, off to the right, whatever, left, right, whatever. That's a touchy analogy these days, but you know what I mean. You've got another fork in the road to choose. And that is, do you cash in those AI dividends? And AI dividends meaning you've saved X amount of time in the day. You've had to do less stuff that you was planning because AI has picked it up and been able to do it for you. Do you cash in those dividends and go, right, my work today is done. I'm going to go off and do something leisurely, something with my family, something socially, maybe something creatively. The John Maynard Keynes prediction come true. And I think that we're in an interesting cross-section of work right now, because think of it from an organization. If you run a company, for example, are you going to be saying to your employees, you have this AI now, this is your AI, use it and 10 times your output, work 10 times as hard, get it to work for you, get it to produce even more than before. Because of course, that's a positive impact on the bottom line, right? Is it sustainable? Again, a conversation for another time. Or as an employer, are you going to say, actually, do you know what? You're employed to do 40 hours of work, whatever, and these are the outcomes that I ask and require of you. How you get there, I don't really care. Here's an AI thing. It can help you get there better, faster, safer, sooner, whatever. If you're done, off you go, enjoy life. You're paying them to not be at work. Like, where's the balance here that as an employer, as a leader, you're going to encourage people to, which fork you're going to encourage people to go down? I'm in a privileged position. I'm aware of that. I'm 50 years old. I've got like 35 years of work experience behind me. And I'm now in a position where I'm knowingly wanting to trade some time for some money, for time. I'm intentionally stepping away from work slightly to invest essentially in myself, give myself a little bit more time doing those leisurely hobby-based pursuits. And I'm aware that's a privileged position. But I think even if I wasn't in that position, my mindset would very much be, this AI is here to help me do my work better, faster, whatever. My work is X. If I use that to achieve it, that frees up some time in the day. I'm going for a walk. I'm going to pick up a hobby. Because surely that is the payoff of AI. Not, I've got this AI, I'm going to 10 times my output. That's exhausting and not sustainable. And when I talk to people who use AI in their work to whatever level of kind of, a couple of things or a couple of hours or for everything they do, every single person I speak to talks about feeling exhausted with AI. Admittedly, it's a new product, it's a new toy to play with. So it's in its infancy still. So we're adapting to it, it's adapting to us. At some point, there'll be some sense of kind of, okay, we can work with each other now. And I know that we're not there yet. I know it's still fairly new. And you have people on LinkedIn, oh my goodness, on LinkedIn talking about, I've got agents doing this, that, and the other. They are in a massive minority, in a tiny minority. Most people use it, to answer some basic questions that they could have thought about themselves, or to tidy up a document that really they just needed an extra hour and they could have done it themselves. But it is an interesting position to be in. AI to make you double busy, or AI to help you be less busy and to do other pursuits. So yeah, I'm curious to know what you think about AI dividends. How are you cashing your AI dividends in? More or less?